Well, looks like the next project's here. Next project. Puckett paver. Gotta do a little rebuild on it. Get some gaps down there. Gotta pull the augers out. Let's see. I'm gonna fix this here. It's starting to snap off. Let's get up in here. So that got a little mangled up. So we gotta cut all that out. Once we pull the auger assembly out, we can get in there, cut those out, bring everything in, patch these up over here. That's, what is that? Is that oil? Yeah, that's oil. Oh, we got a little bit of leakage going on. Where are we leaking in here? Something. Got a little Kubota 3-cylinder. Don't have to do anything with that. But, well, let's see if we can figure out how to start this thing. So now that I kind of figured out how to move this thing around, I mean, it is leaking good. Yeah, I think the seals are gone in that motor or something. But anyway, this obviously, I mean, this is the hydraulic ram right here at the end. And they disconnected that because this is all totally mangled up. And in transport mode, this is supposed to be closed. And then that side over there stays closed. And then once you run the auger and you start feeding it, this opens up, lets the material out. And then that door opens when you slide your screeds in and out, I guess. And it's tired. It's been worked pretty hard for the last 5 years. Oh yeah, you can see that's leaking pretty good. This side is better marginally. You can kind of see a little gap, which we're gonna try and cut about an inch and a half off of that, straighten it out, and put a whole nice new piece in there. Get it right tight up to the board here, so that in transport mode he's not spilling anything. But the first thing we're gonna have to do is start working on taking these off. That's, well, I don't know. I may not have to do that. we'll have to screw around with it for a little bit, see what we can do. Because I think I'm gonna have to take that pillow block bearing off over there, and that's not gonna happen. That's corroded up, and yeah, everything's covered in asphalt. So we're gonna have to sit on this for a little bit, get this figured out. All right, well, we got these welded back on. They were broken on both sides. Those are the arms for the sides here. We got those ground out, fixed up. Forgot to hit the record button, but you know what it is. So now what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna try and walk this up onto this sketchy situation. Only the finest. Get it up in the air so that hopefully this screed board goes down further, so that hopefully I can get those to just come right out and I can work on them on the back side. We're gonna set this on a time lapse and see what actually happens. All right, so it was kind of a pain, but I ended up getting all the steel cut out of there. I tried cutting each individual plate out because where the cylinder comes out, it's split into two sides. So this was one side. As you can see, it's been plated multiple times, and I tried just saving it and salvaging. Yeah, it didn't work out. This is what's left over from the bracket that connects to the cylinder. It sits kind of like that, and I was able to cut off those pieces. So let's show you what's going on under here. Oh. So as you can see, you got the that's the cylinder that comes out to open and close that. So I ended up cutting, I left about 3/4 of an inch past this steel. This is the structural part. So this is just the door part here. So I left all that. Let me grab this. And I left a little leg over there to weld to. And I left a leg up there to weld to as well. So what I'm gonna have to do now, as you can probably see right here, is that's where the original bracket was for the cylinder arm, and it ripped it right off. So I've got to try and bend that all back. Same thing right there as well. You can see how much of a gap there is. I got to try and bend all that back, tack it back on, and then I can measure. I can close this door. Let's see if I can. Oh, yeah. I don't have enough leverage right where I'm at. But I can close the door like that, because I think that's about how far closed it's got to be. And then I can measure from here to the actual main frame and cut a new piece of steel. I may double it up. I may do 2 pieces just to help, you know, keep it strong and make it last for the whole year, because I have a feeling I'm gonna have to redo a lot of this in the winter time. The steel that I have is too thick for the brake, so I'm gonna have to most likely bend it with the excavator. So you can see I can get that closed just about all the way to that leg. So it looks like I'm gonna have to do, looks about 3.5, 4 inches on that end and 2 inches over there, because I think this is kind of tweaked a little bit. That's much closer to the frame than that is. But I don't know. I don't run this machine every day. I don't run it at all, actually. So I've got to try and do that. So I'm going to work on trying to bang that straight and see about getting that ready to get tack welded back on. You can see kind of how broken that is over there. So we're going to work on that. Then I got to dig out. I got the steel sitting over there. So I'm going to dig that out, cut probably one piece for the top, and then I'm going to do 2 pieces to support underneath. And then I might do a couple gussets off that main rectangular tube to help keep it tight. I don't know. We'll have to see. All right. So we got the door hanging open. We got the 10-pound sawed-off Persuasion holding it down. Otherwise, the door's going to close. So I took the measurements from there. As you can see, the cylinder arm comes out and has a pass-through area right there. So the actual gate doesn't go across in one piece. So I got to make a channel there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 pieces of this angle, one on each side, and then drill a hole at the bottom so that this will be the pass-through area. And then I think I'm going to do it a little bit different than how they did it before. So that's how, let me get you a little closer there. So that one is, you can see where the arm comes out. That one's not attached to the actual frame piece behind it. So I think what I'm gonna do, let me get you down here for a minute. So I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make an angle cut so that it meets up to that back piece and comes right down to here. So it'll be welded right to that main frame, and then with the 2 pieces of angle, one on each side, that'll keep that nice and straight. And then when I weld the new door pieces on, that can just get welded right to the angle iron. I think that'll be the best way to do that, and make my job a little bit easier with welding these new pieces on here. So let's see what we can do. Okay, we got some fabrication. Not my best because I'm in a tight, cramped area, but not too bad for an overhead with my left hand because I couldn't bend my right arm in the right position. But we got it welded on there. We got the brackets made, so we're gonna fire this up and see if this thing will work. If it'll do what it needs to do. This thing hasn't been starting too well. The battery's been half dead. Let's see if she fires up. There we go. Right gate closed. Ooh, hey, we're moving. Let's see. Oh, yeah. That's moving. We're good. I like it. Success! Alright. Not the greatest, but we'll get it done. Let's get zapping there. Man. Okay, over here. All right. Oh, that's nasty. Well, we got it done. Got a little bit extra weld here, found some cracks. Got some plate in there. Piece of steel. Everything works. We built up this other edge over here with some weld. Let's see, close gate. Got that built up. Got a pretty close gap on that one. Job's a wrap.